Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. My name is Courtney. Welcome to practice. Today we're going to be working with a yoga flow designed around this coming full moon in Capricorn, this strawberry moon, on Monday, June 29th. This is a really powerful, beautiful time to check in with the balance of your inner world and your external efforts. So I like to think of it as the full moon is the universe shining a big flashlight on a certain area of your life. And so in the Capricorn Cancer axis, we're being asked to check in with where our ambitions and our drive and our efforts that we're placing in our external real world responsibilities, how are those matching up with our internal alignment, with our emotional core, with who we really are deep down inside? Are we spinning our wheels to stay busy, to maybe avoid feeling a certain feeling, or because we think that we're supposed to be doing something, or are we wearing burnout and busyness as like a badge of honor? Let the moon this weekend, this Monday, shine on this area of your light. Cancer season really asks us to look within, to check in with our emotional world, our intuition, our very feminine, intuitive side, right? So where our efforts are maybe not lining up with what we really, really want. And it is a beautiful theme for a yoga practice because in the Yoga Sutras, we are taught about abhyasa and vairagya, right? So a single pointed effort and focus, but a detachment from the outcome of that effort. So not being so attached, doing and allowing, effort and surrender. And so let's get into practice today and carry that message with us. Where can we soften while we're still doing? How can we check in with ourselves and make sure that our efforts are truly in aligned with what we really want, with what's really best for us from a very internal and intuitive and heart-centered way? For today's practice, I want you to have 2 blocks or a big thick cushion, a folded up blanket, something that you can elevate your hips on so that we are not necessarily always working harder, but working smarter. And on that note, I'd like us to get started in child's pose. Knees wide, arms out in front. And slowly just kind of start to center yourself here. Check in with yourself. Check in with how your body feels today. Are you feeling a little tight, a little tired, a little energetic, a little loose? No wrong answers. Remember, we're always just the observer. We're not judging. We're just noticing. On the next inhale, come forward to all fours. Arch your back and look up. Exhale, press into your palms, round through your upper back. Inhale, arch and look up. Exhale, round. Waking up the spine here. Inhale, arch. Exhale and round. Inhale, arch. And this time, exhale, press your hips up and back into down dog. Pedal out your legs here, straightening through one at a time. Maybe this is your first bit of movement for the day. Just checking in with how you're feeling. And then when you're ready to maybe find some stillness,
pressing through the palms of your hands. So your arms are really pressing down into the earth. The shoulders should be lifting up towards your ears. Take a deep breath in here. And open your mouth, exhale it out. Again, inhale. Open mouth, exhale it out. On the next inhale, roll forward into plank. As you exhale, drop your knees. Keep your toes tucked. Press your seat back towards your heels. Active child's pose. Inhale, all fours, arch and look up. Exhale, down dog. We'll flow through that again. Inhale, plank. Exhale, drop knees, active child's pose. Inhale, all fours, arch and look up. Exhale, down dog. One more time, inhale to plank. Exhale, drop knees, active child's pose. Inhale, all fours, arch and look forward. Exhale, down dog. Take a breath here in and out. On the next inhale, lift your right leg up and back behind you. As you exhale, bend through the knee and open up your hip. Let's make some circles here from our hip. And then switch the circles. On the next inhale, straighten the legs, square the hips. And exhale, bring the right foot in between your hands. Drop the back knee, rise up, Anjaneyasana, low lunge. As you exhale, bring your arms into a cactus. Now inhale, squeeze your shoulder blades together. And then as you exhale, round through your shoulder blades, bring your forearms together. Inhale, squeezing the shoulder blades together. This is called retraction of the shoulder blades. And then exhale, rounding. This is called protraction of the shoulder blades. Inhale, retract. Exhale, protract. Inhale, lift your arms up overhead. Exhale, bring both hands to frame your front foot. Inhale to plank. Exhale, lower. We'll do 3 little cobras here. Inhale, heart's pulling forward, not so much up, but think forward. Exhale, soften. Inhale, lift. Exhale, soften. One more time, inhale, lift. Exhale, release. Inhale, come up through all fours. Exhale, down dog. Take a breath here, in and out. Notice any differences between your left and right side. This time, left leg goes up and back, inhale. Bend the knee, open up the hip, exhale. Do our hip circles here. And switch the direction of the circles. Inhale, straighten the legs, square the hips. Exhale, left foot forward. Drop the right knee, rise up, Anjaneyasana. Exhale, cactus the arms. Inhale, retraction. Exhale, protraction. Inhale, retraction. Exhale, protraction. Inhale, retraction. Exhale, protraction. Inhale, arms reach up, straightening. Exhale, hands to the mat. Inhale to plank. Exhale all the way down. Again, 3 little cobras here. Inhale, lifting. Exhale, soften. Inhale, lift. Exhale, soften. One more time. Inhale, lifting. Exhale, release. Inhale, come up through all fours. Press back down dog. Take a breath here. Now as you inhale, come forward to sit on your knees and shins. I'll turn to face you. We're going to be working a little bit more with that retraction and protraction. I really love doing this as a somatic release exercise. Just following the cue of your own breath. See what feels right for you, right? So checking in with where you're placing your effort and how that's sitting with your emotional self, with your inner self. So sitting like this, we're going to bring our arms into a cactus. And as you inhale, you are going to squeeze your shoulder blades together, retraction. Exhale, round, protraction. Inhale, squeeze. Exhale, round. Inhale, retract. Exhale, protract. Now, continue to move like this, following the rhythm of your own breath. If you feel like you want to go a little faster, go for it. If you want to go nice and slow with it, do that as well. Maybe close your eyes. Notice how your whole spine kind of starts to get involved. Every time you exhale, what are you releasing? Maybe your exhales are becoming a little bit more forceful. My dog doesn't like when I do this too much, so I'm going to quiet down on mine. Keep going just for a few more. And 3, 2, 1. Place your hands on your thighs. Take a moment here to notice any subtle energy shifts within yourself. I love doing that exercise. Think of the moon shining that light on any area of your life where you're placing effort that's not in alignment. Any area that there's room for you to soften and trust and surrender. All right, blink your eyes back open and let's get flowing. Come back into tabletop position here and meet back down in down dog. Slowly tiptoe your way to the front of the mat. Ardha Uttanasana, half lift when you get there. Inhale. Exhale and fold Uttanasana. Inhale, rise up, reach up, look up at your thumbs. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, step the left foot back. Drop the left knee, rise up, Anjaneyasana. Exhale, cactus the arms. Inhale, retract. Exhale and round. We're going to do 3 of these. Inhale, retract. Exhale and round. One more time, retraction and protraction. Inhale, arms go up. Exhale, hands to the mat. Inhale to plank. Exhale and lower. One cobra here, inhale. Exhale, release. And come up through all fours or plank, inhale. Down dog, exhale. One breath here, in and out. Right leg up and back behind you, inhale. Right foot forward in between the hands, exhale. This time, rise up, high lunge, inhale. Stay for the exhale. One more inhale here. Plant the hands as you exhale and bring your left foot forward to meet your right. Ardha Uttanasana, inhale. Uttanasana, exhale. Inhale, rise up, reach up, look up. Exhale, hands to heart, seal it up. Other side, inhale, reach up. Exhale, Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, right foot back, right knee down. Arms up, Anjaneyasana, inhale. Cactus the arms as you exhale. Inhale, retract. Exhale, protract. Inhale, retract. Exhale, protract. Inhale, retract. Exhale, protract. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, hands to the ground. Plank as you inhale. Chaturanga, lower all the way down. Exhale. Cobra, inhale. Release, exhale. All fours or plank as you inhale. Down dog, exhale. One breath here. In. One breath out. Left leg up, inhale. Left foot forward, exhale. Rising up, high lunge. Stay here for the exhale. One more breath in. Plant the hands. Exhale, bring your right foot forward to meet your left. Ardha Uttanasana, inhale. Uttanasana, forward fold, exhale. Rise up, reach up, look up. Seal it up, hands to heart, exhale. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, left leg back. This time right into high lunge. Inhale. Stay for the exhale. 3 breaths here, in and out. Check in where your effort is being placed right now. Right, so we're strong in the legs, our arms are putting in effort, but what about your face? Does your face need to be working hard right now? Can you soften through your jaw, your teeth, your eyes? Open up, warrior 2. Inhale. Exhale. Again, just noticing where your effort is placed. It's important that we have effort in our legs to sustain us in this posture, but it's not important for my jaw to be clenched, right? Just noticing, shining a light on these areas in our life, both in our practice and our life off the mat. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Exhale, right forearm to right thigh. Spin the chest open towards the left. Left arm goes up. It's kind of side angle prep position here. Where is my effort needed? Where can I soften? Bring your left hand to your left hip. Left toes come in at a bit of an angle, and we're gonna slowly start to straighten through the right leg. If you've got your block handy, this can actually be beautiful, beautiful support for our triangle pose here. You can bring your right hand down on the inside of your right foot. Chest spins open, left arm goes up overhead. Gaze up at your left thumb. Where is my effort needed? And where is it not? Where can I soften? Sometimes it's much more challenging to soften and surrender than it is to work and put effort in. All right, sweep the left arm up overhead as you bring your left hand down towards the mat. Walking your hands back towards your left foot, straightening through the right leg. We're coming into a skandasana here. Left knee is bent, right leg is out straight. Find a version of this that feels right for you in your body in this moment today. All of our skandasanas might look a little bit different. I have never once had my left heel on the ground. And then we're going to walk our hands back towards the front of the mat, bending through the right leg. Heel toe your right foot out towards the right. You can come back down on your left knee. And we're in this kind of supported lizard. And what I really want you to do is find some movement here. If that does not feel good for you, then stay steady, stay still. Check in with your internal self and trust what that voice is telling you. You don't have to do something just because somebody tells you to. Follow what feels right for you. All right, find some stillness. Now we're gonna come meet in a yogi squat. So coming up off of the left knee, getting strong in the hands, bringing the left foot out to the side here. Toes are pointing outwards. This does not need to be the deepest yogi squat of your life. In fact, I think I would prefer your hips to be a little bit elevated. If you've got blocks, using your support is not a sign of weakness. You can actually sit back on your blocks and let your hands kind of just rest on the ground. I feel like I'm a gargoyle in this position. If anyone's a fantasy reader, you know, Bartholomew. Just staying here in this very supported squat position. And then slowly, we're gonna meet in a forward fold and bring your feet back in close. You can move your blocks. Inhale, half lift. Exhale and fold. Inhale, rise up, reach up. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale and fold. Half lift, inhale. Right foot back this time, exhale. High lunge, inhale. Stay for the exhale. Again, checking in. Where are the areas that I need effort? And where can I soften? Open up warrior two. Checking in with your jaw, with the muscles of your face. Do they need to be tense right now? Does it serve any purpose? On the next inhale, reverse your warrior. And exhale your left forearm to your left thigh. Chest opens towards the right side, right arm reaches up, gazing up towards your right thumb.
letting the full moon shine a light on where your effort is truly needed and truly aligned, and where softness may be a better fit. Right hand to right hip, right toes pointing at an angle. If you want to use your block, go ahead and grab it, bring it to the inside of your right foot, and slowly straighten through your left leg for triangle pose. Again, right arm reaching up overhead. Let the right arm sweep up and overhead towards the front of the mat as you bring it back down, getting a nice stretch through that right side body. And then walking the hands over towards your right foot, bending through the right knee, straightening through the left, coming into Skandasana on this side. And then slowly walking our way with our hands back to the front of the mat. Left knee bends, left foot goes out towards the left, right knee comes down. And we're in that supported lizard here. Just finding some movement, if it feels right, can be nice to lubricate the hips. Just seeing how that feels for you. Maybe I'm biased, but hip work and hip mobility and hip opening always just feels the absolute best to me. It never gets old. All right, and then getting ready to come forward to our yogi squat, come up off the back knee, leaning forward into our hands and bringing the right foot outside the right hand. Again, blocks here for me today feel really right. Coming back into this kind of supported Malasana, garland, Bartholomew, gargoyle pose here, whatever you want to call it. And come reaching those hips up off the blocks if you're on them into a half lift position. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Uttanasana, exhale. Rise up, reach up, inhale. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, left foot back behind you. High lunge, inhale. Cactus the arms, exhale. Guess what we're bringing back? Inhale, retract. Exhale, protract. Inhale, retract. Exhale, protract. Inhale, retract. Exhale, protract. Inhale, arms up. Open up, warrior two. Exhale. Again, cactus the arms. Inhale, retract. Exhale, protract. Inhale, retract. Exhale, protract. Inhale, exhale. Now this time, right arm goes under the left arm, eagle the arms. Now if you can't do a full hand clasp, what you can do is take both hands to the backs of your shoulders, give yourself a hug. We are going to do a humble warrior here with our eagle arms, folding inside of our right knee. Check in with where we're placing effort. I know for me, the unnecessary effort is always in my face. It clenches up. Can I soften that in a position that's a little bit more challenging, a little bit more wobbly?
This way I can direct my effort to where it's really needed, in my legs and my arms and my core. Now unravel your arms, bring your right forearm to your right thigh, and we're coming back into that side angle prep position here. We're going to bring the left hand to the left hip. If you want your block, opening up through the right leg here as we come into triangle. Don't worry, those eagle arms are coming back. Again, sweep the left arm forward over your head towards the mat, and then crawl your hands back, bending through the left knee, coming into our Skandasana here. Now, this is going to be a bit of a challenge depending on your balance, but option 2, just stay here in Skandasana. Option 2, lift the chest and place your hands to heart center. Option 2, cactus the arms and do 3 of our retracting and protracting movements. Or option to do an eagle arm, right arm underneath, hands clasped, or right arm underneath, hugging both shoulders. See what feels right for you here today. In the last class during our Gemini new moon, we talked about doing things for the sake of doing them, right? Like sometimes we want to put in effort. Sometimes we want to see, we want to try, and then we wobble and we fall out and then we try again. And sometimes that's worth it. And sometimes it's just not. So checking in today, where is it worth it? Where is it aligned for me to put my effort in? Do I really want to sit up and do eagle arms in Skandasana, or do I want to just rest here for a sec? Only you know the answer to that. All right, unwind and come back forward into that supported lizard pose. Again, on our back knee, finding some movement. And then getting ready to meet in our yogi squat. Again, I'm going blocks here. Highly recommended, it feels great. And now, again, option, you can stay forward and folded like we have been doing. You can come up and bring your hands to heart. And even if you want to use your elbows to open up the inside of your knees, we can work with our cactus arms, inhaling and exhaling for a couple of rounds of this movement in our upper body. And then maybe we want to bring our right arm under and find our eagle arms. Or our self-hug. And even here with the hug or the eagle arms, option to stay upright or bow forward. When I bow forward, it kind of intensifies the stretch happening in my inner thighs. So just listen to your internal voice. The sign of Cancer wants us to go inward. It wants to hear that voice. It wants to hear our heart and our intuition speaking to us. That's how we'll know if our efforts are in alignment with something that is deeply valuable to us, or if it's something that we've picked up externally. Societal pressure, peer pressure, things we think we're supposed to do, but maybe they're just not for us. You can unwind your arms here if they were wound up, and if you want to do a little mobility challenge, you can reach your arms out forward and come up to stand. You bring your feet back in, move the blocks for now. And we'll just reach up and bring our hands to heart. Take a breath before we move to the next side. Notice any differences here between the left and right side. Inhale, reach up. Exhale and fold. Half lift, inhale. Right foot back, exhale. High lunge, inhale. Cactus the arms, exhale. Inhale, retracting. Exhale, protracting. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Arms up, straightening overhead, inhale. Warrior two, open up, exhale. Again, cactus the arms. Retract, inhale. Exhale and round. Inhale, open. Exhale, round. Inhale, open. Exhale, round. Now bringing the left arm underneath the right arm, self-hug or eagle arms. Bowing inside of the left leg here for a humble warrior two. Checking in with where that effort is being placed right now. Where is it needed and where is it not needed? What parts need to be strong? And what parts can be soft? And unravel your arms. Bring your left forearm to your left thigh. Right arm up overhead here in this side angle prep position. And we're moving into triangle. Right hand to right hip. Point the right toes in a little bit. And starting to straighten through the left leg. Left hand comes down to the mat or to a block. Right arm up. You can gaze up towards your right thumb, or you can just let your gaze simply be straight off to the right side. Big sweep of the arm overhead, down towards the mat, and walk our hands back towards our right foot, bending through the right knee, Skandasana. Again, option here to keep your hands on the mat. Option to come up with your hands to heart. Option to do a handful of our opening and closing motions here. Or maybe left arm goes under the right arm for a self-hug or eagle arms. Where is it worth your effort? Where is it worth your softness? Unfold your arms, bring them back down to the mat, and we'll make your way back to the front of the mat. Left foot goes out to the left, right knee comes down, finding a little bit of movement here. And then getting ready to come forward into that yogi squat position. Blocks, cushions, blankets, books. Heck, even a stool or a chair if you want it. Maybe you want to try something different with your arms this time. Maybe you want to stay upright. Maybe you want to fold. And unravel your arms. If you want to do a little mobility work, contest again. Arms straight out in front of you and come up to stand. Reach your arms up. Hands to heart, exhale. Check in with yourself. And it's one of my teachers always says, avoid the compulsion to adjust your shirt, your hair, your pants.
It's very hard to do when you're filming yourself. But try to just be with yourself as you are in this very present moment, without fixing anything, without adjusting anything. Notice your physical body. Notice your breath. Notice that subtle energy layer. And as we start to cool down, we'll do one more, reaching up towards the sky. Exhale and fold. Half lift, inhale. And just make your way back to down dog as you exhale. Bring the right shin forward across the mat for pigeon. I always like to keep my back toes tucked, but really walking that foot back, getting long. It doesn't matter what angle your shin is at. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, fold. Maybe you want to come down onto your blocks here. Rest your head on your hands. Notice if any part of you is feeling tense right now. Is it necessary for this moment? Where is your effort needed? Where is your effort aligned? Where is there room for softness and surrender? Slowly peel yourself back up and back to down dog. Left shin forward. Right foot back. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, fold. Softness is not always easy. Accepting support and help, asking for support and help, that can be very challenging for a lot of us. A lot of us are more familiar and comfortable with excessive amounts of effort and work and the grind. Ease and surrender and softness can actually be way more difficult. Can you find a sense of quiet in your internal landscape that you can hear your inner voice? That's what Cancer season wants us to do. Look within at our emotional, internal, mental, spiritual, energetic world. And not lose sight of that in the way that we show up in our external lives. Slowly lift yourself up. And you can swing your right leg forward. Plant both feet on the ground. Bend through your knees. One last time here, cactus the arms. Inhale. Exhale as you round. Slowly lower down to the mat. We're going to come into a very gentle bridge pose here. And I'd like you to clasp your hands together under your back. Maybe wiggle your shoulders underneath. Get a nice stretch across the front of your chest here. And slowly unwind your hands and bring your back down. Keeping that very natural little arch in your low back here. We don't want to immediately tuck under after a back bend. Bring your feet out as wide as your mat. And just some really gentle windshield wipers here. Maybe lingering somewhere where it feels like you need to linger. Again, only you know the answer to that. And then when you're ready, come into Shavasana. I like this more constructive rest here with my knees knocked together, my feet out. Letting go here of any unnecessary effort. Slowly bring yourself back to your body. Wiggle your toes, your fingers. Maybe reach your arms overhead when you're ready. Give yourself a nice long stretch. Roll to your side. And slowly come to sit up. Taking a moment here to give yourself some gratitude for showing up to practice today. And I extend my gratitude to you for showing up to practice with me. And I hope in the coming days around this full moon and really just this whole week and this whole month, and quite honestly, let it be a lifelong journey of this balance of effort where it's needed and aligned, and softness and surrender and ease where that is more aligned. And I hope you have a wonderful week. And I look forward to seeing you on the next one. Thank you.